In this video, we'll look at 3 RCC databases that are great for finding background information on your topic. First, go to the RCC website and choose Library. Notice on this page there's an Ask Us section where you can chat with a librarian. Let's go to the Database A to Z page to see a list of available databases. We're going to look at Gale Virtual Reference Library right now. This is a collection of reference works such as subject-specific encyclopedias and dictionaries. For example, there are encyclopedias on fashion, history, and health. The best way to find information on your topic is to use the search box. Be sure to use just general terms in these databases. In our further research, we'll use more focused search words. Let's look for background information on gun violence. Here's our results list, which includes entries on gun violence and related subjects from several different encyclopedias. You can see the title of the entry as well as the encyclopedia it's published in. Each of these entries will have a slightly different focus on gun violence, for example, from a health perspective or a legal one. Let's try the first result titled Gun Violence from the Gale Encyclopedia of Nursing and Allied Health. As you can see, you can get a pretty good overview of the topic in the short entry. At the end of the article, you'll find some additional resources, including articles, websites, and organizations. At the top of the page is information on the article, such as the author and publication date, so we know how recent the article is. We also have a toolbar where we can generate a citation in either MLA or APA format. We can send the entry to our Google Drive, OneDrive, or email as well. You can also download or print the article. I highly recommend that you save the articles or at least the citations in one folder so you stay organized and can find them later. In the Explore box to the right, you'll find links to similar articles as well as related search terms. As you do your research, you will need good search terms to more easily find what you need. Look at the related subjects to see if there are any helpful terms for later searches. The next database we'll look at is Opposing Viewpoints. It has articles on hundreds of current issues. If you're not sure what topic to choose, this should give you some ideas. You can also see what topics have been updated recently. If they haven't been updated for a while, you can look for additional sources that are more recent to update the information you find here. Let's pick another topic that's been in the news lately, police brutality. I can click this topic or type my topic into the search box. At the top of the page, you'll see one of the overview articles on the topic. Below that, you'll see other results sorted by the kind of information source. For now, let's just look at the reference sources. Notice there are other sources that can be helpful for further research later on. Since this is another Gale database, the layout of the results page is very similar to Gale Virtual Reference Library. However, the titles in this collection are different. Let's take a look at a related entry, Black Lives Matter. Again, the layout and tools are the same as the other Gale database. Now let's look at our final database, CQ Researcher, which presents original, comprehensive reporting and analysis on issues in the news. As you can see, the featured report is on the pandemic, and there are other recent reports and issues popular right now. Let's take a look at healthcare policy. Each single-themed report in CQ Researcher is researched and written by a seasoned journalist. It's footnoted and professionally fact-checked, so you know this information is very reliable. The consistent organization provides researchers with many helpful elements, including an introductory overview, which looks at relevant questions, a background and chronology on the topic, an assessment of the current situation, and bibliographies of key sources. In many reports, you can also find tables and maps, and a pro-con debate representing opposing positions. The reports are usually more in-depth than a typical encyclopedia entry, but they're still fairly short. You'll find much of this information helpful for your further research as well. New reports are published weekly. At the top of the page, you can find tools very similar to the Gale databases for citing, printing, and emailing the report. You also have links to related reports. At the top of the screen, you can browse additional topics and reports. All of the databases will have a help section, so you can learn more about how to use the database, including search tips. In this video, we've looked at 3 databases: Gale Virtual Reference Library, Opposing Viewpoints, and CQ Researcher. These 3 databases should help you do preliminary research on your topic. But remember, you can always ask a librarian if you can't find what you're looking for.